around you. But then what happens after all these events are done? Like there are no more signing around the corner, there are no more public speaking or appearances, and then you are left alone with everything that have happened or that you went through. And this is what I call the post-publishing syndrome, because you go through, or at least it happened to me, basically, I almost went through depression because I was living again my story in my mind. I was almost reliving the writing again. And then once your story is out there, you are thinking, okay, what are the readers going to say? What are my friends that knew me for so long and never knew about my story? What are they going to think of me? Are they going to be looking down at me, or are they going to think that I betrayed them because I never talked to them about this? So there's all this material going on in your brain, basically, and you don't feel good. But luckily, I mean, after so many months now, today 1 year specifically, the situation gets better. And when you see the reaction from the people that read your book, or they heard about your book, or they saw your book somewhere, it really gets better. So that's where I am now.
That's a pretty, it's a very powerful comment and emotion. And it is 1 year today since Groping for Truth was published. And you've been out there presenting your story, doing book signings, talking to people, doing readings, and having very emotional reactions. And again, today, remembering the National Day of Remembrance and Action on Violence Against Women, you've shared that many people have opened up to you about their stories. Can you tell us a little bit about some of the reader reactions that you've been having?
I believe that everybody has got a story, and maybe not one, but many stories. And when people see that you had the courage to open up and to go out and speak about your story, it is like they feel you talking in their name almost. So I really had, first of all, thank you to all my readers and the people that supported me. I mean, I only got acceptance from everybody that I know and everybody that wrote to me and came to see me after the launch. Uh, People were so happy and congratulating me on my courage to open up and speak about such a difficult story or stories of my life. So I had so many people share with me what they have went through, but obviously many of them are not ready to open up. And I do understand that, because it is not easy to really speak about what has traumatized you for so many years. But I do encourage everyone who has had a similar story or any other story that is difficult to not keep it inside.
I think that's really important advice to the folks who are struggling. I want to commend you and congratulate you on being so brave to tell what a lot of people have said is a very difficult story to read. And another reviewer said very raw and riveting. Um, what message would you have? Is there any other advice that you would give both men and women who have been victims of abuse? You know, based on sort of your experiences and how you've overcome your particular situation.
First of all, again, it is very difficult to have a situation where you have a story and you really can talk about it, whether it's a story of abuse or a story of violence or any other story. So, for those who are struggling today and in the past have been struggling and will be struggling tomorrow and the following days, you are not alone. We are all together in this. Just reach out to someone that you know. Share with them what you feel. Don't leave it inside of you because that's not good. And don't let yourself be the victim. If you keep things inside of you, you are only helping the abuser. You are only keeping their secrets. And that's not what you want to do. You really want to share your story with someone that is close to you. If you don't feel comfortable doing that, I suggest that you seek professional help. There is always someone out there that will be able to support you or help you. And if you are not ready to speak about it in public, just don't. Just confide with whoever you feel comfortable with, and don't victimize yourself because you are not a victim.
Well, that's
I'm sorry.
it's okay. That's extremely good advice. And again, how brave you have been to step out and take a stand and tell your story in the hopes of helping so many other people. Um, you have come a very, very long way, Montaha. You're a beautiful, very strong professional woman. Can you share to wrap up a little bit about what's next for you? Like, what are you up to? What's going to come in the next year? What's 2020 going to bring?
I'm currently working on another book. It's not going to be a memoir, it's going to be a fiction, but it's based on real life stories.
Mhm,
And I am hoping that I will be able to complete the writing next year in 2020.
mhm.
And I'm not sure it will be published in 2020, but at least the manuscript will be ready. And it's really going to be a big story. But for those who are curious to know what it's all about, I can say the following: it's going to be about giving credit to the people that basically appear in your life and influence your life, even though they don't know it. And you know how life is. I mean, you meet people and people meet you and you influence them and they influence you. And then you don't know that this influence is happening at the time when it's happening, but then later on in life, things happen to you or in your life, and you know that that thing happened because something happened so many years ago or many months ago, etc. And so
Sort of serendipity.
exactly the serendipity and also the synchronicity of life.
Hmm. Well, I can't wait to read it. You've shared a little bit of the synopsis with me, and for one, I'm really looking forward to it. And I want to thank you so much again for all of that you have given of yourself in coming forward and telling your story. And thank you for trusting me to partner with you and get the story out. Um, very best holiday greetings to you. And we'll do this again soon, won't we?
And thank you so much, Anne, and thank you for believing in me and supporting me during the writing of the book, and also for supporting me in publishing the book. Because if it wasn't for you, my book wouldn't be out there. And so, also, thank you to everybody out there who is listening or who will be listening. And happy holidays to everybody. And hey, go out and buy the book if you haven't bought it yet.
That's great. Thank you so much for joining me, Montaha. We'll see you again soon.
Thank
What a wonderful opportunity for us to hear right from Montaha what has happened in the past year, 1 year ago today, since the launch of her book. If you haven't read it, now is a really good opportunity on Amazon.ca. There's a great holiday discount for you to pick up a copy of Groping for Truth, My Uphill Struggle for Respect by Montaha Hidefi. I hope you enjoyed Montaha's story. I look forward to introducing you to more OC Publishing authors in the new year and as we um, progress and invite more stories to be told. I hope you have a wonderful, peaceful day and a happy and prosperous holiday season. We'll see you again soon, and I hope you'll come and visit and learn more about OC Publishing and all of the wonderful, courageous, entertaining, educational books that we have, and the authors who um, I'm proud to call partner. Thank you again, Montaha, for joining us, and we'll see you again soon. Bye for now.